Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for Friday Feelings. This is where we talk all things the emotions we're going through with the stay at home orders having been extended for another 30 days. The conversations I have been somewhat schizophrenic, varying from sadness to frustration and fear. And so it's okay for us to take a pause on this fine Friday and talk out some of those fears and frustrations. So you may or may not have noticed that I did not distribute a video on Monday, and that is because I too was on the struggle bus. I was having a really hard time with the social isolation, the feeling of the lack of control. And I have made it no secret that I struggle with anxiety. So that lack of control sort of tipped me over the edge, and I had my boohoo day on Monday. And please make sure you know it is okay to have a boohoo day. I have college-aged kids. If you have a disappointment, if you need a moment, take a pause, have your boohoo day. It is okay. You need to give yourself room to feel those feelings, have a good cry, go outside and scream, whatever it is that works for you. You need to make sure that you know it is okay to feel what you're feeling. And so the other thing I like to do in times of crisis is educate myself. So I've been doing a ton of reading about how human beings respond to stress, and men and women, and the differences. And there is fight or flight, but women inherently are tend and befriend, which is helps me understand why I'm struggling so significantly with this sort of social isolation. So we need to make sure as women that we are nurturing the tend and befriend instinct in all of us. Hop on the phone, get on a Zoom conference call, make sure you're at least having conversations so that you're not feeling the depression, I guess, that sinks in with the social isolation that we're all experiencing. And then for all of the audience, the exercise that I went through in the article it's essentially a pros and cons activity. So making sure that you understand, for example, with routine. What's the good part of having routine? For me, the good part of having a routine is that it puts me in control. I feel like I've got forward momentum. And it keeps me motivated and excited, and I really love having a routine. It makes me feel happy inside. And that's the type A in me. But the bad part of that routine, or the need for routine, is that when it is disrupted, I fall apart a little bit. And so I have had to make sure that I put together a new routine, that I am exercising that muscle, and I am alleviating the stress of lack of routine. So there is a solution to the pros and cons list that you put together. Solution it for yourself. Understand what you're feeling. Do a little bit of research of human beings and how they respond to stress. Educate yourself, and it will help you make sense of what it is that you're going through. So that's my advice to you on Friday Feelings. I'll meet you back here on Monday, and I hope you make it a great weekend.